Are your emotions controlling you? Think about that for a second. What if I told you that your emotions are running the show, dictating your decisions, sabotaging your success, and keeping you trapped in cycles of anxiety, anger, and fear? You might not even realize it, but they are. And here's the scary part. Most people never take back control. They let their emotions run wild, making impulsive decisions, ruining relationships, and even holding them back from achieving their true potential. But what if you could stop this? What if you could master your emotions and take charge of your life again? Stay tuned, because today I'm not just sharing the tools you can use to regain emotional control. I'm also going to reveal a powerful Stoic secret that will change everything. But only at the end of the video. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Emotions. They're meant to serve us, but if you're not careful, they'll enslave you. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So let's dive deep into how you can break free from the grip of your emotions and finally take back the control you deserve. We all know what it feels like when emotions take over, right? One minute you're calm, rational, and the next, boom, you've snapped at someone, or worse, spiraled into a full-blown panic. You think you're in control, but guess what? Emotions are controlling you. The Stoics would tell you that's a dangerous place to be. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Are you reacting, or are you responding? Let's talk anger. Ever fired off a nasty text or email in the heat of the moment? You know the feeling right after, don't you? Regret. The Stoics called this being a slave to passions. When anger controls you, it's like being led on a leash. But here's the game changer. Recognizing that leash means you can choose to drop it. Or let's take fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of looking stupid. This fear grips so many of us. Seneca nailed it when he said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Fear makes you shrink, makes you miss out on opportunities. But what if you could recognize fear as just another emotion? What if you could strip away its power over you? Sounds like freedom, doesn't it? Here's the truth. Emotions are sneaky. They creep in. They influence your thoughts. They cloud your judgment. They make you think you're powerless. But if you pay close attention, like the Stoics did, you'll see the patterns. Every time you get anxious before a deadline, angry in traffic, or feel hurt after an argument, it's a chance to stop and ask, is this me, or is this my emotions talking? You're anxious about a presentation at work, heart racing, hands shaking, mind spinning. You think, I can't do this. But what if instead you told yourself, this feeling is just my body preparing me for action? Stoicism teaches that your thoughts shape your reality. Quick tips for regaining emotional control. The power of the pause. In that moment when your emotions flare up, pause. You don't have to react immediately. Seneca said, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." When you feel your heart rate rise, your mind starts to race, take a deep breath and count to 3. That brief pause can save you from making an impulsive decision you'll later regret. Name the emotion. Call it out. Are you angry, anxious, jealous? Labeling the emotion can help you distance yourself from it. Instead of saying, "I am angry," say, "I am feeling anger right now." This creates space between you and the emotion. As Epictetus put it, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Detach and observe. Practice the Stoic technique of viewing from above. Imagine yourself rising above the situation. You're no longer in the argument or the stressful work task. You're watching it unfold from a bird's-eye view. This detachment can help reduce the emotional intensity. Marcus Aurelius often reflected, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." By zooming out, emotions lose their grip. Shift your focus to what you can control. Often, emotions arise from worrying about things outside our control. Traffic, deadlines, other people's reactions. These are external forces. But the Stoics remind us to focus on what's within our control, our actions, our thoughts, our reactions. Marcus Aurelius would say, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but how do I actually make this happen in real life? You've made it this far, so you're probably curious about that Stoic secret I mentioned. And trust me, it's coming. But first, I need you to understand one thing. Emotional control is a journey, not a quick fix. It's about daily practice. It's about catching yourself in the moment and flipping the script. And there's one key, just one, that ties it all together, and we're getting there. All right, you've been patient. And here's that Stoic secret I promised. The obstacle is the way. Sounds simple, right? But let that sink in. Every time your emotions flare up, instead of fighting them, lean into them. They're not there to defeat you, they're there to teach you. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." So next time you feel overwhelmed, whether it's fear, anger, or anxiety, don't run. Face it. Recognize that emotion as your teacher. The obstacle is your path to growth. And if you master that, you'll unlock a whole new level of freedom. You'll no longer be a victim of your emotions. You'll be in control. Now, I want to hear from you. What emotions are controlling you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's figure out how to take back control together.